Hi, you guys. Welcome back to OM Gina. So, tonight I want to talk about how you move on from a person that you've had history with, right? So, I'm actually here with my friend,
Hello.
Yan.
Hello.
So, yeah. The reason why I wanted to talk about that, because as you guys listen to what I talk about, it's just like how I sit here and say you have to put yourself first, and whatever doesn't bring you peace, or their season is just over and you can just move on. I wanted to get another perspective of it, because where I'm at in my life, it's like I'll sit in my little corner and be sad for a good little minute, but I know how good life can be without being sad over something or having to worry about something. I just wanted another perspective. So, Yan, what do you think? How do you feel about it?
About trying to move on?
Yeah.
That's all like in your mind. Do you really want to move on? Do you really want to? Do you really want to get over something, or are you really just gonna dwell on it? So, what is it that you're really trying to do with the situation? Is more of the question.
I don't know, because it's like you have some people, like how you know about so and so. I'm not going to say the name, but it's like with that situation, like we've been friends like forever.
Right.
And at times I think about the person and I'm just like, man, I hope they're doing okay in life. And sometimes I think, should I have done the situation differently? Should I have talked about it more? So
With
my
who?
side, you know exactly who I'm talking
No,
about.
I'm saying with who? Like, should you have talked to the situation to who? Like, with the person?
Yes, with the
Or-
person.
Oh, okay.
The one that you yell at me about every
feel
time
like
I
you've
say.
done enough talking with that person. Like, I feel like it's you're beating a dead horse at this moment.
But I mean, it's like, I know, like, we've had history, like, 4 years. And then I think about their situation and I'm just like, maybe I was the only positive person in this person's life, and I feel bad because I sit here and be like, wow, I can't talk
And
to
that
this
could be the
person.
case. That could be the case. You could have been the only good thing in that person's life, but if they're going to beat you down for essentially helping them, then what more can you really do? You've helped them and you've given them all you've got, and all they did was come back at you with some BS.
Correct. Okay. I cannot disagree with that. But I already tell the listeners all the time, like, if something is dead, that just means that the season is over. It's over. And like I tell them all the time, when I get in my feelings, I sit back and listen to what I say to give me motivation, because I talk good stuff. Okay? I be listening and I be feeling it, and then I want to cry listening to what I be saying, because I think about a certain situation or a place that I'm currently in life. So I just want another perspective. Maybe your perspective could be different from mine. What would you tell them if they're feeling the same way and they're battling between...
Moving on.
Yeah.
You can't force anybody to move on, first and foremost. You cannot force anybody to be like, oh, it's done. Like, just really move on. Like, it's like that old saying go, like, as far as you in a relationship, a female is going to know when she finally tired. So, and that saying can go with a friendship. You're going to know when you're tired. So I can't sit up here and be like, okay, Gina, you are done with this person. This person has wore you out. This person has broke you down. This person has traumatized you. This person gave you PTSD.
But wait a minute, you made a good point about traumatizing. I never thought about it like that. I agree with that. That's why, like I told y'all, I need to go to therapy. Us in a black community, we need to go to therapy. I don't understand why they make it seem like, oh no, that's just for white people. We don't need that. That's probably why we be so angry at times, because we don't know how to share our feelings, or we don't know how to get over stuff. What we do, we keep everything built in. We don't let it out. We build a wall within ourselves instead of talking about it to let it go. When you hold all of those feelings in, when you hold all of those emotions and how you truly feel inside, that breaks you down. And then when something light happens in life, you're sitting here yelling at the whole world, but the whole world ain't do nothing to you though. When you have an issue, figure it out right then and there. What you say?
I said, get a tissue.
That's not nice. That's not nice. It's probably sensitive people in here like me. I would be like, it's not that serious. But that's why we have to start talking. We just have to. We have to let it out. Because I didn't even want to do this. I did not want to. But you know how I tell y'all, every time I feel something, I want to talk about it, right? So just me saying how we need to talk about it. Like right now, me and my sister, like, we're not on good terms right now. And it's just like, if we have a conversation, things could get better. But like I always tell y'all, I'm at a place in my life, I understand, like, I'm the older sister, but you're not going to sit here and treat me like crap or make me feel some type of way, though. If I do something that makes you feel uncomfortable, or if I'm doing the most, have the balls to talk to me. I'm not gonna know, like I talked about before, as a man or a woman, like your partner, they're not gonna know unless you communicate with them. So, do you have anything to say to that?
What, as far as the whole situation?
Yeah.
Your sister,
Or just anything.
I mean, yeah, you need to talk, because I done went through my own things personally as well, where there wasn't enough communication between things, and I felt like, you know, being an adult, you should know it. So it's like with certain things, I feel like it's unspoken communication that you should just already know instead of just communicating.
See, that unspoken communication, that's why I need therapy, because I don't agree with that. No unspoken communication. Like, how am I supposed to know?
I just feel like certain things, you know, like in a relationship, case in point, in a past relationship, I had things happen where the person thought I should communicate all things going on with bills. And I feel like for all the common bills, you should know that they're due every month. Why do I need to come to you every month and tell you that something is due? You know that it's due, so why not just set some money aside? Why do I need to come to you and tell you this is due?
Correct. I agree with that. But even aside of a relationship, like, I was going to say like a friendship, but what you said made sense though. In certain instances, like, I shouldn't have to tell you. Just like you said, we're both adults. To a certain point in time, if I don't come up to you and you know we got a bill due, if I ain't say nothing to you, come and reach out to me like, hey, did you already pay this bill off or something?
Right.
Am I missing something because you ain't tell me? And then you could be like, hey, remember I had so-and-so right here, or every time you come in the house, it's right here. Just make sure you pay attention to it next time. But yeah, this is due. So yeah, man, I don't know. That's why I'm trying to go to therapy, because I want my sister back. She made me feel like it's my fault. And I know it's not my fault. I know that for a fact. So if anyone listening, if you guys know like a therapist that I can talk to, it's nothing. I'm not crazy. I promise y'all, I'm not crazy. Like I talked about in a few prior episodes, at times I do get a little angry, and it's probably situations where I shouldn't even be that mad. Like it's not that serious for me to be mad. So that's just really what I'm going to therapy for, because I hope like the way I talk, it doesn't hurt another person or them thinking that I'm just looking at them not on the same level as me. I'm not trying to down anyone. And I don't know if the way I talk, that makes people think that, as I always heard for the rest of life, if y'all was listening to that colorism episode, everyone would tell me, oh, I thought that you thought you were better than everyone. That's why I didn't speak to you and stuff like that. So I hope I'm not putting that out there as it pertains.
I wouldn't say that. I would just say that, and I've told you before, when we first met, I thought you were bougie.
But why though? Why? I don't have money like that. Why?
I don't. It doesn't have anything to do with the money. It's just the vibe you give off, the persona that you give off.
Really? Do I still do that now?
I mean, if you do it, I don't recognize it. I don't pay it any attention because.
But wait a minute. We can get off traffic. We can wait. Hold on. We can get off topic real quick.
Okay.
Because I don't get it. So how was that persona? Like, how was it?
It was just you. It's like, I don't know, maybe it was how you were dressing, maybe it was a big factor is probably how you talk with certain things, because some people might get the ratchet, because you got a little bit of ratchet in you. It ain't too much.
Because it's like I have to be comfortable. It's like I don't know you. I'm not about to open myself up to you. I don't know you. You might not even like me. Why would I be the real me around you? I don't know you. I'm going to just sit in the corner and watch you. That's it. I have to analyze you before I let these walls build down. Before they break down. I have to let them fall. I gotta see how you coming though, because I don't want to be how I am on this podcast or how I am in person around someone new, and then they look at me crazy or whatever, or they're already judging me in a sense. So I just stay in my little corner.
But
and
that's just you. Subconsciously, you're going to do that. You're going to put on or put that wall up, which is gonna make somebody feel like, oh, she thinks she better than me.
Oh, so it's the wall.
It's a wall that you put up, and it's not even you putting out, I think I'm better than you. It's just the wall that you put up. So now you're quiet, and then all people have to go off is your appearance. So now your appearance might show, oh, I think I'm better, because you don't dress down. It be dressed down to you, but you don't dress down.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Well, if anybody listening knows me, you know I'm not bougie. Okay? I just have a wall up.
I know you're not bougie.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so clearly I guess this whole episode changed. So I guess now we need to be careful for the walls that we put up.
That's the
because
same thing with me. Didn't you say when you first met me, you thought I was mean as hell?
Oh yeah, I thought you were so mean. I was like, babe, I don't want to talk to her.
You thought I was a bitch.
I did. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to stay away. Okay, so
everyone has said that to me, first meeting me.
Wow.
I just thought you were so mean. I thought you was just this and that. And I'm like, why? And you know
Wow.
what's my problem?
What?
My facial expression.
I wish I had your facial expressions because people want to talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. I don't.
I have a real good RBS.
So, yes, I guess that is the gist of this episode. Honestly, now after hearing that from another perspective, now I'm coming to the realization that we have to be careful with these walls that we're putting up to protect ourselves. Sometimes it gives off the wrong impression to other people. So now we just have to be careful with that. I never knew. That's probably, I ain't had no friends in high school. I had absolutely no female friends in high school. I had
Neither.
no, because they said, and then when they actually wanted to talk to me, they were like, wow, we thought you were. And I was like, but why? I mean, like in the colorism episode, I mean, I'm black. My mom is dark skinned. I'm just really light. And wow, so now that's the gist then. We got to be careful of them walls that we putting up. And when it comes down to history and trying to move forward to a certain place in life, you just have to understand sometimes trying to understand what really happened, it's not closure. We have to understand that it's just not going to happen. Some people just don't want to talk about it, whether they're right or wrong. They just don't want to talk about it. And then we got to think about other people. They have their walls up as well. And we may have a certain impression on their walls, but not understanding that the walls that they put up, they're trying to protect themselves as well, just like what we're trying to do. So when it comes down to history and moving forward, honestly, with the life that we're living in, we just have to take it for what it is. If you're trying to move forward with someone, or if you're trying to sit here and fix a relationship and the other person wants absolutely nothing to do with it, we just have to call it a day. That's just the gist of it, because you can't spend all your time and energy on a one-sided relationship. This relationship can be for family, it can be for your partner, it can be for a friendship. When it doesn't serve you any purpose anymore, you have to call it a day. As usual, you guys, it was a pleasure talking to you. You can leave me a voice message. You can leave a comment under this episode. You guys have my Instagram. Send me a message. Let's get in contact. Let me know how you're feeling. As I stated before, I want to start having guests on the episode. So if you guys are interested, just hit me up and let me know. Alrighty, you guys. Talk to you tomorrow.